Why are there things like that, you know? Whoa, somebody got a new... Somebody got... Oh, Tumblr alert! Yo! Can't tell if he's drinking or not. Somebody let me know!
Not bad for a fat guy.
These guys, TG115.
These guys, these thighs, these cries.
These cries. Hey, speaking of crying, what are we going to do when TikTok's gone forever? Am I the only one that's like really sad about that? Because is it going to happen?
No.
You don't think so? All right. No. This time seems a little more serious than other times. Okay. All right. You sure?
Going on over 5 years of having TikTok, and I feel like multiple times a year there's something about some band somewhere happening, and then just, roll over at 6 a.m. There you go. TikTok's still on the phone.
I know. I was like you like 2 weeks ago, but now I'm like, oh, God. Well, like, how am I going to know when? Dude, that's the only way I know anything is TikTok. How else would you know anything?
This could be good. This could be good development for you, for your life.
So now I got to read the paper?
Just go on Instagram, bro.
Instagram sucks, man.
Twitter.
Instagram's everything I saw on TikTok 4 weeks later. I'm like, God. Still gets on it every 16 seconds.
Watch the Today Show.
Absolutely not, dude. No way. Commercials and real TV. If I was in a hotel every night, I'd be watching the Today Show, bro.
It's very comforting. Hoda's about to leave.
Who?
Hoda.
Who's that?
𝗕𝗘𝗡𝗚.
Who's that?
She's the co-anchor of the Today Show.
Oh, I thought it was a Star Wars character. Sounds like a Star Wars character, bro. TG115. Let's push tickies real quick. Rutherford, New Jersey, January 9th. Mommy is coming to town. Da, da, da. Can't wait. Chicago, February 12th. Rosemont, February 13th. Valentine's Day weekend, or I think. What day is Valentine's Day on? Does that move every
Friday?
Is it always on Friday?
No.
Or is that one of those
14th.
ones?
February 14th.
Right. So New Jersey, January 9th, Chicago head and goal, February 12th, and Rosemont, February 13th. See you soon. Get tickies right underneath here in the link, or go to BennyPolizzi.com. Hey.
Who is it? Luis Gonzalez?
Guy who wears all the stuff he got for Christmas right after Christmas.
Who is it?
Johnson here.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Kind of always wanted this jersey.
Black with the purple.
Black diamond back. Just so sick, bro. So many outlines. Oh, so hard. So hard. Baseball jerseys. I had
you that.
Tony, my sister. Big time. I had a little moment. I flew back here to LA, and I just had a day where I was like, I kind of don't have to do anything today. So I went to this new store called Classic Football Shirts, but it's like soccer. Dude, just a store packed with kids. I'm talking just the rarest. Dude, it was the coolest experience ever. I kind of forgot that Hollywood has some cool little shops and shit like that nobody else has. Mitchell and Ness store.
Did you have a little post-Christmas for yourself?
I did.
Oh, well, I'm sad. I'm going to get this because I got some Christmas money.
And then right next door, the Mitchell and Ness store. I was like, oh, like the real one. Like it wasn't a fake one or just one of those boutiques that are a one-off. Like they have sizes in the back, Usually when you go to a store, it's just they have one pair. Here, I got to show you what I got. Hey, can we do a haul real quick?
Christmas haul.
I hate that.
Christmas these guys haul. Yeah, Mitchell and Ness, though. You want that to be your lawyer?
You're going to like this, dude. I just couldn't. I couldn't pass it up. Just saw him there, and the fact that it was in Hollywood just made him even cooler.
Oh,
dude, these are so gas, bro.
Hey, pockets.
Come on, babe. Dude, that changed my life. This changed. Name one thing that changed the way you live every single day. Pockets on authentic shorts. Just saying. All right, that's it for me.
On authentic college and pro shorts. I'll never forget. We were part of that generation that they were so cool. And we couldn't believe that you could go and get authentic Michigan State stitch shorts that you're like, I don't give a fuck if there's pockets in it or not. I'm getting it.
It was always Michigan State.
Like 2013, 2014, all of a sudden pockets, it's over.
Dude, I was at a point where I was like, do I take these to like a tailor and put pockets in them? I had that done to a couple shorts, I think. But it was just, dude, when they got them, it was like, yes. Then I started to think, do they have pockets when they play in games? Can you imagine some dude from Kansas State just at the free throw line? Like,
it makes sense. Guys on the bench, checking Twitter, checking TikTok.
Oh, my phone's on me. Checks into the game with his phone on him. Full court press, phone in his pocket. Boom, boom, boom. Get him out, get him out, get him out. Get him out, get him out, get him out. Hey, weirdest thing of all time. Hey, weirdest thing of all time growing up. No one ever told me, but I was taking the ball out, full court press, and the ref goes, you can run the baseline. I was like, what are you talking about? You can run the baseline. I was like, bro. Like, dude, if nobody tells you that, like, prior to the situation... Bro, tight game, 16 seconds left, and the ref tells me I can just run around the gym and throw the ball in.
Also, yeah, no, it's like...
I was like, you want me to drop back?
Hey, the one thing you can't do in basketball, right? Not dribble. Now you can just do that. Yeah, down the whole baseline.
This is so stupid, bro. No one told me.
My mind and my legs literally couldn't compute that. Even when they told me I could, I was like, that's a travel. Like, I'm traveling. You can't do that with a basketball in your hands.
Golden rule of basketball. You can't move when you're taking it out. Okay? Well, now you can just run everywhere. I'm like, I still don't get it. I'm like, why is this? Either. How come this situation only? Bro, it's insane. But then when I figured it out, the next day I practiced, my coach was like, all right, I'll just let you know when you can do it. And I was like, okay. Because the next time I had that opportunity, bro, I was fucking gone.
First quarter after the first inbound, you're just sprinting. They're like, hey, what? You can't do that. Turnover.
Yeah, I was like, so if I can do this every time, I'll do it every time. Just after the first layup, yeah. Turn in the corner.
The ref's so excited to be able to do that too. Has the ball in his hands, a whistle hanging out of his mouth.
Dude, our ref.
He drops it. All right.
Calls refs love the most. Charge.
Oh, yeah. Charge and block, honestly.
They like...
Because charge could get the crowd going either way, you know? If you're the home crowd and the home team does it, you get those people on their feet. But also, if it's a block, you get a little hip thrust in there.
Oh, yeah, they love it. You know their wife. Ooh, Robert really getting into that call, huh?
Also, so funny thinking back to when you were playing basketball growing up. The refs were either a community pillar that everybody knew. Yeah, I was like, oh, Mr. Perry. You always had 5 kids go through there.
I saw that at LA Fitness. I was like, dude, Mr. Perry, OG ref.
Mr. Perry, Mr. Werner, just pillars of the community, right? Either that or just like the biggest piece of shit ever.
Yeah. God, dude, there's some refs you just cannot stand, man. There's always that one ref. Ew. Piece of shit ref.
The ref that called over the back all the time?
Dude, I didn't know that was a rule when I was in 4th grade. I didn't know over the back was a thing. And I could jump higher than everyone when I was in 4th grade because I was this size. Bro, and I was just like mossing everybody. And I got called for over the back like 85 times in a game. My coach was like, you can't. And I was like, I can't what? Like grab it? Tough lessons to learn, bro. Didn't know any rules. How you supposed to know?
It was the stern ref. It was the pillar ref that would call it too. Like the piece of shit ref, you're always just like, honestly got to the point where you're like, dude, do your job. This isn't a running clock. Call something.
Yeah.
Like, I know you're just collecting a paycheck here. Call a foul. Good. This kid just took 4 steps with the ball when he's not supposed to. Inbounds. You're not calling anything. It was the pillar ref, the pillar of the community ref that would really be on your ass.
Mm-mm. Coach would be kind of talking shit to him too because they were buddies.
Yeah.
You're going to call that pit? You're going to call that pit? I was like, damn, they know each other. And the Colts game's on? This dude's trying to get out of here.
Coaches, when they would call the ref or the umpire by their name.
Oh, I was like,
dude.
Bro, this might be a fight. I might have to like break up coach and the ref.
It always freaked me out too when I'd see like during football season, one of them would be reffing the game, and then all of a sudden they'd show up without the hat and the shorts or whatever for the basketball season. Oh, whoa,
that's what his head looks like.
You do this too, bro?
Bro, one time one of my friend's brothers was reffing our game. I was like, you don't have like money on this, do you? I was like, I know the ref.
How am I supposed to trust you?
I was like, I've seen you at your worst, dude. Like,
you gave me a swirly 3 weeks ago when I was over at your house.
You called me a bitch and took all my pizza off my plate like 3 weeks ago. Now you're just behind me as we're playing 𝗕𝗘𝗎𝗖 for conference? Come on.
Right. I know you're not giving me the benefit of the doubt, but hey, that's also when you're from the same side of town. So then he would, back you up big time against, Pius or whatever.
Yeah. Did he score or not? I don't know. Fuck those Northside kids, though.
Yep.
6. Northside school's so much better than Southside schools growing up. God.
Dude.
I'm like, what are they doing over there? Do they have camps? Tell me the secrets.
It was 9 day. It was like when Notre Dame plays a directional school or a military academy.
It's so bad. Notre Dame, by the way, not a sports podcast, not a sports or reminiscent podcast. Forgot to disclaimer. Notre Dame's social media lately, someone knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
To the point that I'm almost like, dude, let's go Irish, bro.
Whoa, from you?
Bro, they just have a whole different swag now because they have like Young Jeezy playing in the background. They just have like cool ass edits. I'm like, I kind of like this. I don't like Notre Dame, but the age old question, would we all like Notre Dame more if they were Nike?
It just doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit.
They're so Adidas.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that even when you think, you try to think about it and convince yourself, I can't even let my mind go there because it just doesn't make sense.
Doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right. Tennessee, Notre Dame, just always going to be Adidas to me. That's just how it goes. There's a couple other squads too, but
UCLA.
Oh, so Adidas. They're Jordan right now. I'm like, guys, be yourself. Be yourself. Even Michigan. I think we talk about this every podcast, but I can talk about it every podcast. I'm like, Michigan is just swoosh. They're not Jordan. Sorry. Jordan's cool, but they're just not. They're just Nike right here. Like on the same level, like a tier under Oregon is Michigan, I think. Oregon's so swoosh.
Yeah, see, because I still think about, I don't know why, but maybe it's just because it was so bad. Oh, also IU, Adidas forever.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe because it's so bad, but the Michigan, the Adidas with Michigan, the Adidas Michigan era still sticks with me somehow. Not that I liked it, but like I said, I think it was just because it was like, what is happening?
It's still kind of
those weird. You're wearing those weird socks with the stripes on the back of them and that kind of weird L line on it. Huh?
That was such a weird era. When Adidas was bagging teams because they're just throwing money at them, I was like, that is not what this is. Ew, you're messing with like the whole culture. It was gross, man. It is kind of still in there, though. It's like Michigan hasn't like gone away from it. I feel like there's a little bit of Adidas still lingering around in the Michigan. I'm like, I can't even, because they're not the same. Michigan isn't the same since they had Adidas.
You're like, the lacrosse team or like the water polo team still rocks the Adidas gear.
Practice, you know? Like there's some Adidas Michigan practice pants laying around in the locker room still. And you're like, get those out. That's not you guys. Heard a cool story. My sister told me that, and someone told her, so it's passed down. But you know when IU, not a sports podcast, not a branding podcast.
Uniform podcast, yeah.
Not a uniform podcast. All I want to talk about is this. When IU rebranded their football team, you know, they had like the circle logo, Randall L. era, IU, red.
Oh, yeah. How could you forget? Yep.
Black. Numbers look like kind of future Hoosiers right here. They only kept it for like 3 years or something like that because they were going to rebrand the whole entire school. But Bobby Knight was like, it doesn't work for basketball. So they just had it for football for like 3 years and dropped it because Bobby Knight was like, it doesn't translate to basketball, or he just hated it or something like that. I don't know. Personally, I kind of like it.
Yeah, the football shit was cool. I mean, he has a good point. I see both sides because you know that Bobby Knight is just like an old guy who hates everything that's new and that young people wanted to do. So he just axed it because of that. But then also, he does have a point with uniforms like Indiana basketballs, like Alabama and Penn State footballs, like Notre Dame football, like UCLA basketball. It's like there's really no need for change. Like it was honestly kind of weird. You remember when IU was like straight red and white? It was like go big red, and then they went to cream and crimson. Do you remember that time?
Hell yeah. A Tom Coverdale era? Was that cream and crimson?
Right.
No, that was red and white. I liked red and white.
Yeah. Right. That's Indiana. And then they went to the more cream and crimson, and I think it was kind of along the lines of when Tom Crean. Right. And they had the shirts, the cream and crimson.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he brought that on just for marketing ploy with his name, or if they just felt that they needed to go more cream and crimson instead of just red and white. But for me, growing up, you know, my uncle's a diehard IU guy. He still is with basketball and everything. It's my grandparents, too. They had a little fucking picture of Bobby Knight in their kitchen. Like, IU's just the big red and white. You know?
I like the red and white. I do.
Cream and crimson, I'm like, is this Oklahoma?
Even they just go white in, like, burgundy. You know?
Yeah.
They're not really.
That was always my first thought. I was like, Oklahoma's not red, and they're not really white. We're kind of blended lines here.
Bro, the Indiana's football team and Oklahoma's football team, if they played each other, spring game.
Yeah.
Just spring game vibe. When you pick the same team on NCAA college football, you're playing online. Dude, I couldn't stand that. I probably lost 10 games because I wanted to be Texas and somebody else was Texas. Just turn off the PS2.
Yeah.
Can't do it. But also, IU red, white, and black, if they would have kept it, it's too much like Cincinnati a little bit. And Cincinnati's way too close.
That's true.
Cincinnati, the OG red, black, and white school, I think. Can't really, so Midwest of me to say, but there's not many other schools that do it like that. Not bad for a second.
Guy showed up with an Alec Pierce Cincinnati jersey as his.
So sick.
Just reminded me of that.
And I think, it had his last name on the back, and it was Adidas era. Bro, he had to get it from the bookstore or something, bro. It was too legit. I think he said he got it online, but I was like, there's no way. Where? AliExpress.
Yeah, from where we were, right? Are they doing an Alec Pierce Cincinnati jersey?
Dude, they do whatever you want.
From where we were sitting on stage, and you know, it was a 12, and so I kind of read it backwards and thought it was a 1-5, and so I thought it was a Tony Pike from like the 09 Marty Gilliard, Tony Pike, Brian Kelly days.
Dude, you said Marty Gilliard.
I'm really excited.
During the live pod. Dude, I think all my hair fell out. How sick was he? Can we talk about Marty Gilliard for a second? Bro,
Marty Gilliard, the
puka
Roddy
shell
White.
necklace? Just
It was
chilling.
the Roddy White of college football.
It was. Braids coming out of the back. Like, can Cincinnati beat Florida? They got stomped, but
Smacked.
so bad. So
Uniforms.
in the all white. Dude, that was the OG, like, watching Hawaii on Christmas Eve and watching that Cincinnati Florida game. Can't get any more Christmas break than that. Why was that dude, it was so late. Like, I think I was playing I was like on my PSP, just like, was it after Christmas or was it before?
After, yeah. It was a Sugar Bowl, so it was probably like New Year's Eve or New Year's night.
Dude, I love the Sugar Bowl, bro. I'm going to start crying.
My sister and my brother-in-law are so pissed because Notre Dame's playing in the Sugar Bowl, and it starts at like literally 9 p.m., you know? And meanwhile, I'm sitting over here, I'm like,
that's gas.
Those lights on those gold helmets.
Wait, who are they playing? I should so know, but who are they playing?
Georgia.
Why do I like Georgia Tech so much more than Georgia? Why are there things like that, you know? Whoa, somebody got Oh, Tumblr alert. Yo, can't tell if he's drinking or not. Somebody let me know.
I've had this, dude.
Let me get mine real quick. Hey.
I've had that, brother.
I know, I'm just playing. But
didn't get that. Dude, I had such a grown-up Christmas, man. For the clubhouse, I had a couple of people message me.
Queen?
Queen. No Queen.
The people message you like, did you get one?
Yeah, I had a couple.
Everybody wanted to know.
Hey, did you end up getting that? And I was like, nah. But you know what I did get?
What?
I got a white pair of Air Force One low tops.
Hard.
Dude, I felt like it was 2009 again. I was like, I'm about to watch Florida Cincinnati Sugar Bowl. This is crazy.
AF1 low?
Low.
Dude, you got the low, I got the high. Let's 2008 it.
You know, you just need a good white sneaker, dude. But the problem with the Air Force, it's almost too white.
Oh, you got to beat them up a little bit. That's the fun part.
I don't like that. I have trouble. Like, I get really scared to wear them anywhere because I'm just like, dude, these look so good and I'm so happy with them that I don't want to wear them out and even scuff them a little bit. Because once the scuff comes, then it's over. It's just,
floodgates are open.
Floodgates are open. You got to fight off that first scuff.
That's tough, man. You're wearing them in the house and shit.
Pretty much.
Remember, you used to get new shoes, and your dad make you wear them in the house. That was so sick. Because I grew up in a shoes-off household. Got new basketball shoes for the upcoming season. Break them in, wear them in the house. I was like, oh, going up the stairs, breaking them in. How about that being the biggest myth ever? Breaking in shoes, right? Like we don't.
What do you mean? Well, I mean, you need a little bit more time than like doing a lap at Dick's Sporting Goods, you know?
No.
That always got me, Dad, hey, give me a little down back. How do they feel? It's like, yeah, I'm going to be able to tell with this light jog at Dick's going over to the women's section and coming back.
Not one time was I ever like, doesn't feel right.
Right.
Hey, need another pair.
You're like, hey, Dad, this is a pair of LeBrons in 2008, okay? I'm going to want them no matter what. They could fucking kill my feet. They could be like high heels, and I'd be like, nah, I'm good. These are the ones.
What if you really did that realistically? Frankie's first pair of basketball shoes, you have him like running up, downs, and suicides like in Dick's Sporting Goods. Just like really getting a feel for it. You got the ball. This one.
The combine drill?
Yeah. Hey, you buy cones at Dick's Sporting Goods, set them up, have him doing 3 cone drill. You bring the stopwatch, beep.
Yep.
Just really breaking them in.
Far, but I will definitely, I know inevitably that'll come out of my mouth. All right, now like move around a little bit. Let's see how they feel good when you're moving around.
It'd be, what are you doing if you're not checking a little bit, you know? These got to get a
Give me some
little
defensive
in-store
slides.
check. Yeah, slap the
Give me some
ground.
slides.
3-2 zone. Baseline's your friend.
That drill, well, I didn't even it was just a slide drill, the defensive slide drill where you'd have to go from one end of the free throw to the other.
Closeout drill too.
You know what day you're doing those? The fucking 2 days after Christmas when you just want to play video games.
Dude, were we off on December 26th or did we have practice? Dude, sometimes I think we had practice. I was like, damn. Already?
I was talking with that the other day. Shoot. Oh. I was talking with DJ Seabuck about it because I was over at his place the other night and we were joking about your tweet and what we were talking about with just that day of practice after Christmas.
The whole day.
And I was thinking about that and I was like, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I mean, I played my freshman year of high school. We definitely had practice the day after Christmas. Maybe, I can't remember, but we might have even the morning of Christmas Eve.
Oh, that's a good day, though. That's a good practice. That's like a...
Because, coach's wife would bring donuts or some shit.
Yeah, and it's like the coach feels guilty. And the players are like... they don't... the coach knows we shouldn't be doing this, but he does it anyway. So it's like a kind of a scrimmage practice. Totally different mood from the coach. We're not, hey, we're being loose. 5-on-5. Hey, let's run up and down. Hey, no plays, just throwing lobs, doing cool stuff. Behind the back passes.
Well, let's not get too crazy, all right?
We had a practice like that, bro. We had one.
But then the bitch of that is that in the back of your head the entire time on Christmas Eve morning, if you're practicing, you're just running up and down, right?
Run up and down.
The back of your mind, you're saying, man, this is fun, and I'm going to have Christmas off. But that practice on the 26th, oh, mama. Then all of a sudden you're doing, right in. As soon as you get in the door, dude. As soon as the stretches are over, as soon as he blows the whistle for the first time, let's go. Chill drill. Come on. Slide spin. And then you're like, oh my God, dude. Depressed.
It was a full court, I forget what it was called, but you hit a layup, pass it to the outlet, and then run, hit another layup, pass it to I forget what that was called, but that one, I was like, yo, this is going to be tough. Oh, dude, it got me so hard. I was still a little messed up about it. First day, 7th grade basketball. All right, let's do this. I don't know. Should be okay. Pretty good last year. 5-man weave. I'm like, what do the other two guys even do? Dude, I was so done for.
Didn't compute, dude.
Bro, yeah, I mean, the first day.
Never been dumber.
But there's always 3 kids that are like, oh, yeah. I'm like, shut the fuck up. How do you know how to do this? Under the gun, too? You got your homies watching you? I'm like, I can't. I got to go home and study this for 5 hours.
Why did every basketball coach, why do they all have that same yell, too? Let's go. Come on, Polizzi. Come on, let's go. Push. Look out. Look up. Come on.
It always is, dude.
5-man weave.
Look up is number one. Because, man, when I was coaching, football and stuff, it was always look up, even in football. Everybody. Bro, you're 13 playing basketball? Look up.
Down. Yeah. And then inevitably, by that time he's yelled look up 8 times, you finally do. Too late.
Back on defense.
You're like, I know. I want to go watch Tulane play Bowling Green and the Gasparilla Bowl. I also want to do that and not be here on December 27th.
I just want to get in the ball. I just want to get in a ball in the corner of the couch right now and watch a Sugar Bowl tonight. Maybe there's some chili on the stove. Just saying. Coacher.
December, January chili.
Chili season.
Still very September and October. September, November to me.
Oh, no. Chili in December is where it's at. Never forget. This is very personal memory of mine. The Vikings played somebody, dude. I kind of think it was the Falcons, like in that playoff game where it was just so. I can't remember. We got snowed out the next day though. Vikings, Falcons. It might have been a Gary Anderson moment for the Falcons. Randy Moss went off, but it was snowing so hard outside and had chili. Never forget that. Everybody's got their chili moment. That was mine. NFC Championship?
Was it when Mike Vick split the defenders in overtime?
It might have been Chris Chandler era. Something like that. I don't know. It was maybe I'm confusing something, but it really does seem like Falcons Vikings. God, what up? This also like for some reason I remembered this the other day. Dude, remember when Fox had that little like sound effect when someone would score? They don't have that anymore. That and the someone would run down the sky, touchdown TJ Duckett, and then the points would rack up on the scoreboard. I was like, TJ Duckett in from the 3.
See, that's kind of coming back to me, but I just remember the fucking Star Wars robot.
What was it? When they do that though? Like when would that noise happen?
To Owens to the corner, touchdown Eagles. Up on the top of the.
Bring back cool shit. Bring back cool sounds. Dude, like I could have been in a hole. I could have been outside, and I hear what happened immediately. Deuce Staley in from the 6. Let's go Eagles.
Just take a zapper, take a machine like a handheld zapper, get me with it, and have the scorebook sound from Fox, and I'd be happy. Put it right on my ass.
Oh, that'd be sick. Perfect. You get tased.
Ford just jumped over the Eagles. Steelers up 14-0 on Fox in Pittsburgh. So hard, whatever the Fox would be in Pittsburgh.
Dude, you're out. You're drunk. You're causing a scene. You get tased by the cops. You're like, what's up? What's the score? Favre to Freeman? What'd you say?
Is it snowing in Lambeau?
You're completely sober after that. Garcia to Rice?
Dole Joe Buck on the call? You remember that?
OG Joe Buck. Dole Buck. Before Joe Buck was Joe Buck.
Just Dole, yeah. You don't remember that? If you go back and watch, I don't remember what year it was that he decided to like kind of amp it up a little bit.
Oh, when he did.
The octaves. Yeah, but there was a long period of time when she was trying to summerall it. The most exciting plays would happen. Manning escapes, throws downfield. Tyreek caught it on his helmet with one hand.
For some reason, I kind of like that a little bit. Like, I don't know.
It's just a summerall. It's just a summerall in us. But I don't know. I like Buck now that he digs end zone.
No.
I like guy kicks it up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. That is sick. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. That does feel good to hear.
Raises the octave.
Yeah. He gets hype. Mm-hmm. And you're like, if Joe Buck's getting hype, I'm getting hype. And, dude, where Joe Buck really shines, though, is the beginning of the game. You know, when they're you are watching. You know what I mean? Like, that shit goes. It's so hard. In, like, Denver Stadium or something. Can you give me one?
That's been a sound on TikTok for, like, 4 years now.
Oh.
Every, like, July, August, around that time. Yeah, when everybody's really itching to get to football, even the girls are itching to get to football, and it'll be like a girl snuggled up on the couch with a blanket. She's got a book, and it's all text on the screen. It's like POV. It's October 10th, and it's a chilly day, and chili's on the pot, and your husband's watching his fantasy game, and it's just the sound is a Fox music, and then Joe Buck Well, we're gonna have a fun one at Lambeau Field between the Rams and the Packers.
Yep. This is the time too. What week is it in the NFL?
18.
Oh.
Well, actually,
hey, football's over.
When we record this tonight, I got my championship fantasy. Not who cares about fantasy, but I'm in the championship. I need Jahmyr Gibbs to get 19 points, and I win. So holding out for that. But then afterwards, it's week 18, final week of the season, and like you said, football's over.
Football's over right now. Sorry, boys. Football's over.
So enjoy it. Enjoy it. Well, we're going to have a fun one here at Lambeau Field.
God, that's so hard. Top 10 things said during football games. That's all I want to hear. And what's his name? Oh, God. The OG college announcer, dude.
Keith Jackson?
Might have been Keith Jackson. Nah, name another one. He called Ohio State, Michigan.
Brent Musburger?
It might have been Musburger. Ohio State beat Michigan. I was just so like, God dang it. And he goes, let's party, Columbus. I was like, oh my God. Just nail in the coffin. Bad mood. That's when I really cared about Michigan football. Ohio State smacks them. Let's party, Columbus. God damn it.
Dude, you know who's a baller who I absolutely love who doesn't get enough credit?
Can't wait.
Ian Eagle.
Been seeing him go viral recently. Or his son, maybe?
Well, his son is awesome. And he sounds exactly like him, and their cadence is the same. It's crazy. I mean, it's not that crazy because they're father and son, but like over the summer, he was doing the Olympics, and Noah Eagle hit the USA basketball team. He was like, Durant, the cross, the sauce, the finish. It was money on the call. But Ian Eagle always has those kinds too. And he gets real hype and his octave gets going. Like I always say, whenever the Steelers have Ian Eagle on the call and they win, it makes you want to watch their highlights 10 times more than I already want to. How he calls them.
You've been day one Ian Eagle for a long time. Because I remember like 7 years ago you said something about him and I was like, Ian Eagle? Is that a rapper? It's just got that name, bro. Ian Eagle? Gotta be fake.
It's like you have Gus Johnson and that Eric Collins dude from Charlotte who are hilarious and just like totally hype, right? And then you have your more low-key like Albert and what used to be Buck. But then you have Ian Eagle and his son and Kevin Harlan right in the middle that like honestly they should be doing more big games, man.
Is Kevin Harlan bang? Is that him?
No, that's Mike Breen.
Ooh, Mike Breen.
Kevin Harlan is the voice of NBA 2K.
Pretty good.
When it was prime 2K for us, and it was like Steve Kerr, Reggie. That was him. It was Kevin Harlan was on it.
Great voice. God, can never get really sick of it. You don't really have to be that good as an announcer. You just have to be somebody that nobody gets sick of. Then have your little gems in there. Dude, I don't know. A lot of those guys, like, I think people didn't get sick of Not a Sports Podcast Summerall because he was just like, I don't know, I see him as like I was like, is he my grandpa? Like, it just works every time. Like, I love this guy. Gray, Bly.
To the 20. Cool. Let's go to teamtheseguys@gmail.com. Email us in. We appreciate seeing them all. And
send them, dude.
This is from Steven. It says, Mike Bibby's biceps.
God. What's he on?
Said, hey, guys, just wanted to list some dudes that look like their team names. Also, I'm a little drunk.
Perfect.
This was sent on December 22nd, so as you should be. John Elway is a Bronco. Peyton Manning is a Colt.
No doubt.
Brian Billick is a Raven.
Brian Billick, dude.
Dan Campbell is a Lion. John Gruden is a Raider. Slap my ass while I scare my family with the Aaron Rodgers quarterback cadence of Green 19, Green 19, hot, hot.
White 80. Yeah. He nailed those. Are there a couple more? Hey,
is
Mike Holmgren a Packer?
what is a Packer? You know,
I think this is a guy that just like works in a factory. Bill Cowher, such a Steeler, bro. He's pounding like a big like steel beam in a factory, and like hey Bill, and he takes his like, yeah. That guy's working. That guy's working hard. What a football coach, dude.
My name.
Default football coach, Bill Cowher. Football coach number 1.
Hey, khaki pants, turtleneck short sleeve shirt, khaki hat, football coach.
Coaches and turtlenecks. I'm like, I don't know what it is, bro. They look so good in them.
I'm trying to think of some other.
Hey, is Pete Carroll flying above a pond?
Let's get that profile, Pete Carroll. Give us a profile version. There we go.
He is, dude. He's going.
I can see.
You know what? Okay, go.
Jim Harbaugh. He could be a Charger. Kind of got a weird energy beat to him.
He's so weird. He might be a little too weird for a Charger. Yeah, I guess so. Because what's a Charger? It's kind of a horse, right? A little bit. It's a little bit of a horse.
I think they.
Or am I confusing that with something else? Because a couple other like high school teams and college teams have the Chargers and they have a horse, and I'm like, wait, but I don't think LA. God, when they were San Diego, so hard.
I know. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good one though. From Austin, Eastbay magazine.
Oh,
hey boys, what's the most coveted sports apparel you never got as a kid? For example, what did you circle in Eastbay magazine for your parents to buy, but they never did? For me, pink Nike receiver gloves for October games, dark visor for my helmet,
crazy.
white Dayton Dragons baseball hat with the alternate green jersey to match.
Damn.
This is Austin from Ohio who came to the show.
Sure.
He said another one because that was for the show, and he sent another one after. Highlight of the night, meeting Coach P. I feel your pain, Ben. He wouldn't put his arm around me either. So moment of the night, seeing Coach P meet Joey's dad for the first time. I guess after a decade of your friendship, I just assumed they had already met. Coach P goes, so you're Joe too, with the biggest smile on his face. Dads love nothing more than meeting someone with the same name.
Oh, man.
A little disappointed I didn't get a laugh when I yelled, "Font God," after you guys pointed out how perfect all the girls' handwriting was on the note cards and how it looked like the Disney
God.
font. In all seriousness, thanks for an awesome show, and I hope this can become a pre-Christmas tradition. Love my not bad for a fat guy hat. Go ahead and have a happy New Year.
Oh, that guy was the best.
That's homie with us at the show, after the show.
Sick jersey. Brought out the 4th grade jersey for us. Number 4. Hard. Oh, dude. That's so sick, Coach P.
Dude, the spacing between them.
So weird, yeah. So weird. Every picture's so weird. My dad's hands in every picture. I'm like, what are you doing?
Hey, football coach hands.
Football coach hands all bent up and weird. Always hanging weird.
Just maligned, dude. Just looks like the hands of an orc from Lord of the Rings.
Football coach hands. Always a finger going one weird way.
Dun, 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 dun. Most coveted thing from Eastbay magazine that my parents never got me.
Man. I was always hooked on like Eastbay soccer back in the day. It was like a big part of Eastbay. And I played soccer when I was like 12. So I'd always flip through the magazines. I always wanted this, like, you know how goalie jerseys are like completely different than every other jersey in soccer?
Goalie head and goal jerseys. Yep.
Goalie jerseys. But they always had like the coolest tie-dye ones. This is very it's very early Eastbay days. But there was just a long sleeve number 0 goalie jersey that was just so sick looking. And they just had a whole page of goalie jerseys, and there's a tie-dye one. I was like, yo, maybe my mom will like get that for me if it's like on sale. Or maybe she'll see like one similar like at a Play It Again Sports or something. She's not buying that shit.
That's a good one. I think mine was probably like a pinstripe Steven Jackson Pacers jersey.
Really?
Like right after the brawl, my mom was like, "You're not fucking getting that."
Jack won. Such a sick team. Still want to get a Ron Artest and rip it myself and just wear it. Something about
that design you made like 8 years ago.
Can't even remember. Was it a ripped Artest?
One with the hand, yeah, the one with the Reggie hands around the neck.
Did I
also had like a straggly Artest one, and everybody's like, "These are so sick," and we were like, "They are." Don't know how or who would be able to make them.
Right. Head of the game a little bit.
This is from Luke on Christmas Day. Says, sending this email at 10 p.m. on Christmas Day. Just wanted to say it's so over. Happy New Year and slap my ass.
2 p.m. Christmas Day?
Yeah.
Wow, he was thinking of us on peak Christmas time. Amazing, dude. Love you.
Dude.
So Clubhouse.
I forgot on my Christmas night, okay? So we've done Christmas at my place with my kids. We haul down to my parents, do Christmas with my sisters and my parents, leave at halftime of the Steelers game. We're getting ready. We go to Riley's dad's, and then we have our Christmas dinner, right? Our Christmas night at Riley's mom's. Mm-hmm. Shit ton of food, shit ton of wine, right? It's just like a good, I've talked about it before. I'm like, okay, once I get to that point, I can be like, okay, I'm out of my weird 2 to 5. I've accepted the reality. Now I'm just going to like have wine. Got a couple gifts left to open. It's Christmas night. It's great. Dude, we're there for 20 minutes. All of a sudden, doof, power out.
No.
In the neighborhood.
Too many Christmas lights.
Right? So power out in the entire neighborhood. Everybody is just sitting in the dark for like 45 minutes. iPhone's lit up, right? We're trying to get like battery powered lights going.
Kind of cold? Kind of cold?
Actually kind of hot because all of the body heat and everything was going on. We were kind of crammed in the living room and in the kitchen. Or maybe it's just like I was anxious and...
kind of sick, though. Silent night.
Right, so like we're doing that, and the electric company is saying that it's not going to be until like 10:45.
Did like they tweet?
It's like 6:40. No, they're calling in. So all of a sudden, I'm kind of like, me and my sister-in-law, we're kind of looking at each other. We're like, I don't know. This is like, this is kind of our at-home Christmas here, where we can just come and feel like, okay, Christmas is over, but at least we're like. You got the late night NBA game or whatever's on, and you're having food and drinks and all the Christmas trees lit up still. Now we got none of that. It's just like 1865 Charles Dickens shit. Totally dark, right?
Kind of cool.
And it was just like, damn, man, this is how I'm ending my Christmas. I had that thought go through my head so many times. I was like, seriously? I've already had the 2 to 5 realization of depression, and now I'm going to have an outage here, or I'm going to get food. What the fuck's going on? How are we ending this? What's going to happen?
Yeah.
Father-in-law goes and gets the generator. He's got a generator from his motorhome. Fires that thing up, gets this too, and then all of a sudden the lights came on about an hour and a half after they originally went out. Yeah. So a crisis averted, but it was still like, what the fuck are we going to do? We're going to White Castle on Christmas night? We getting a Chinese restaurant on Christmas night?
Nothing open, dude. I don't even think White Castle's open on Christmas night.
It wasn't, but a Chinese place was.
They would. Did
have to.
the generator worked or not?
Worked like decently well. Now it was like it would turn the power back on. Like, bro, if you took up one more outlet, if you're charging your phone, get a little flicker going on.
Oh man, dude, you gotta love a guy that has a generator just ready to go. I'm like, yo, that's such a dad move that I'll never be that dad that just, I got a generator just in case. I already thought about all the circumstances. If the power goes out on Christmas, got a generator loaded up just in case. That's crazy.
No, never.
Crazy foresight.
Let's go to Mitchell. Mitchell says, I need clubhouse shelter from January 2nd. It says, first time, long time. I watched 10 hours straight of bowl season on Saturday at our Christmas party. I'm planning on doing the same New Year's Eve and New Year's Day to avoid the harsh reality of January 2nd. As fellow bowl enthusiasts, not a sports podcast, what is your favorite New Year's Six bowl and your favorite regular bowl? For me, it's Rose and Citrus. Slapped my ass with 𝗕𝗘𝗡𝗚𝗓's fake Heisman. I got him in NCAA 09 in those couple of weeks in September where I thought he might win a real Heisman. Not a reminiscing podcast. Mitch.
So funny, dude. 𝗕𝗘𝗡𝗡𝗚 only coming up on this podcast. How come
fake ass name?
How come Facebook alerts me every year it's his birthday? It's 𝗕𝗘𝗡𝗡𝗓's birthday. I'm like, dude.
Are you friends with him?
Yeah.
How?
I just friended him on Facebook when like he was popping off. I was like, it'd be cool to be friends with 𝗕𝗘𝗡𝗡𝗓 on Facebook. So I just like added him and he added me back. I was like, yo, let's go. It was like he was the quarterback after Chad Henne, maybe. And it was like, yo, high hopes for this guy. And like, you know, those first 4 weeks of college football where like anybody can pop off.
Do anything.
Yeah, there's always one guy in the first 4 weeks that you're like, how did that guy just run for 356 yards in one game? That was 𝗕𝗘𝗡𝗡𝗡𝗓 moment.
You flash forward to Thanksgiving weekend and you don't even remember that guy exists.
No, you're what did that happen? Yeah, what happened to him? Kenny Trill, Texas A&M.
Wow, I went downhill after he trademarked his name.
Always does.
Damn.
Favorite dude, New Year's 6 is such a cool ass like thing. New Year's 6. I don't know. I hate the Rose Bowl.
I have to agree with you. Why?
It's too bright. The stadium's too wide. It's always two teams I don't really care about. Wisconsin, Oregon. Can't get that one out of my head. The branding's
Rose
cool.
Bowl, I'll take over. The Rose Bowl is my shit. Like there's just such a sense of like peace and tranquility that overcomes me when I'm watching the Rose Bowl and the sun is setting over the mountains in California and it's kind of that like cotton candy sky and some kick-ass college football game. And I'm like, that's heaven, dude. That's not Iowa. It's not the Mecca. It's heaven.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I've just always kind of been like, for some reason, I'm always sad during it because I think something's coming up the next day or that I don't like every year. I'm like, I don't even want to watch the Rose Bowl. It's just, I don't like the stadium. I do like the rose on all the helmets. That is the coolest thing in college football, I think. Like when they'd even put it, I like it. I don't know why more teams don't do that. They put like the big patches on the shoulders. I remember Michigan playing the Rose Bowl and they'd have like 2 huge patches with roses. I was like, that's so sick. Like all rules out the window or in the Rose Bowl. Do anything with your uniforms. Big ass rose through the Purdue P. Fucking let's go, dude. Rose in the TCU frog's mouth. Everybody should be doing that. That is a color pop. Oh, dirty. But
I'd say my top three go Rose Bowl. Well, I'll go backwards. 3-1. Sugar Bowl, Fiesta Bowl, Rose Bowl.
What are some other bowls? I can't even. Or the other
Well,
6.
those are just from the 6. Then you got the Orange Bowl, the Cotton Bowl, the Peach Bowl.
Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl kind of did something to me. I'm Sugar Bowl, Fiesta Bowl. God, I kind of do like the FedEx Orange Bowl. Oh, is it still FedEx?
I think so.
God.
No, I think it's like a home rent. I think it's like the Verbo or something, or the Vizio.
Verbo. It's Verbo. Dude, FedEx Orange Bowl was just like, oh, they're playing in that FedEx Orange Bowl? Or all the oranges after? Let's party. Let's party, Columbus.
And Miami. Fiesta Bowl's hot, too. Fiesta Bowl always seems like a kick-ass game down there in the desert. Used to be Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. Right. Just want to do nothing but snack on chips and queso for 8 hours.
That was such a fun game. Such a cool thing. Let's see. Dude, I like bowl games in indoor stadiums for some reason. They just hit. It just seems like, all right, yeah. Like, this is legit. Can't think of any, but there's one in, I can't. There's one in, I think, AT&T Stadium? Which one is that?
Cotton.
Oh, kind of nice. Kind of nice.
It also doesn't hurt with the Cotton or the Rose Bowl that it seems like literally every year the best game of the year is the Rose Bowl.
It is, though. That's true. I'm like,
it seems like it's just a fucking instant classic. It just has to be.
They got it again. Yep. There are a lot of bowl games that seemed like this year that went to overtime. I was like, hell yeah. Why?
Dude, I'm having so much fun this bowl season. I want to watch every one of them. They're so fun. Literally, I mean, it's been insane.
The Pop-Tarts one, the sprinkles. Can we take a moment of silence for the Pop-Tarts Bowl? Jesus Christ, dude. Knows so what they're doing.
So fun. I want to be there so badly.
I just want that Pop-Tart at the end. I'm like, God, what I do I would play so hard in that game just for that Pop-Tart.
Ass Pop-Tart. Yeah.
Or like you forget halfway through the game, you're up like 2 touchdowns. Dude, we get the Pop-Tart at the end. Oh, shit.
Let's do one more here from Jimmy. Subject line: fish.
Oh. Hell yeah. Fish.
Sup, boys? Hope y'all had a nice Christmas and ate all the Papa John's pizza you could stomach. I was working the other night in a bar that had hockey and a football game on at the same time, but different TVs, and had an incredibly bizarre thought. Imagine hockey line change substitutions in football. Could you imagine Josh Allen throwing an absolute piss missile 70 yards downfield, and then all of a sudden the backup slot receiver comes screaming from the sideline out of nowhere and makes a diving catch for a TD? I had to share my thoughts with the clubhouse. All we do is not talk about sports, and this isn't a sports podcast. Slap my ass with that leftover ham in your fridge from Christmas dinner. It's even more delicious than when it was freshly cooked.
Way better after. Make a ham sandwich, mustard on it. Oh, God. Mustard on ham.
Just drench it in mustard, dude.
I know. Just soaked. And then the bread is like from like a French bread. You get like one of those long breads.
Bread. The old long breads. Jimmy long breads.
Lieutenant long bread. Yeah. That'd be insane. Hockey's such a lawless ass sport. I'm like, who made this up, dude? Was the guy drunk when he made up hockey? 3 periods. Just come on in the game. That's how I thought basketball was when I was a kid. Again, no one told me. First game, sub in for AJ. Okay, just ran in there. No, you got to go to the scores table. Who told me that? No one told me this. My first game.
Dude. Do you remember how scared it was? Like how scared you were? I was freaked out to go check in the scorers table. I don't know why. It was because I had to like talk to so many adults, like kind of walk of shame. You know, the Catholic school kid in me, like the communion walk of shame, going all the way up to the scorers table. I got to take my warm-ups off? Do I take them off before I go or leave them right here? Do I tell them anything or do I just fucking go?
No one told. What are we saying to these people? No one told me anything. I'm checking in for Sam.
Right.
Who cares? Why do you care? Why am I saying this to you? And the fact that we didn't
And
have
6 for 30.
Dude, the fact
Like
that
you just say, yeah, do I say, hey, number 6 for number 30? I don't know what yeah.
and the fact that we didn't have warm-ups made it even more awkward. I don't know, maybe you had warm-ups one of your years in like AAU or something, but I just walked up there and the shit I was playing in, I was like, I guess I'll just squat down here at this weird school table.
Just take a knee.
Yeah.
Just take a knee and wait. And yeah, then I always would like kind of like I was like I was getting under arrest and the rats were the cops. Yeah. I'd be like, I'd just kind of slow walk in, hands up. Hey, everybody, you see me? Right? You got my number? We all good?
Being all polite. I was like, I just don't know what to do at all. Sorry. And I'm like kind of cold because it's cold in this gym.
Oh yeah, that always killed me when you'd first take off your warm up shirt. Ooh, I don't know if
I want to play.
Should have worn a t-shirt under this shit.
Dude, how cold are your hands when you're checking into a basketball game? I'm like, this is disgusting. My hands are pruny. Yeah. Why is it so
Dry
cold?
As shit.
It's
Dry
got
as shit.
You got to play in an old gym because it's like there's no like heating and cooling yet in the gym. It's just like all old. It's hot as shit in there. There's been 3 games I played before you. 56B, just play. We're going to clean up the court. It's all hot in there.
Hey, floor is so slick. You got to keep wiping your shoes down.
After every play. They had that sticky mat in front of the scores table. It was all dried up, though. Every time. I was like, I wish I could use a sticky mat.
Made it even slicker, dude. It was like rubbing your feet in water, rubbing your shoes in water before going on ice. Tight. Thanks.
Every floor is so slick. I'm like, ugh. And then the janitor comes on in between games and like brings that big dusty ass mop out. It's like the size of a foot long, or like one of those big party sub at Subway, and he does nothing to the court except for make it dustier. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Mr. Beckham, can you just fucking bring the Zamboni thing out here for this? Like, it needs a whole refinish on top. The big dust mop isn't doing shit, bro. Slipping, dude. 2-3 zone. Every time I go to close out, I slide into the wall.
Just pieces of popcorn just on the fucking box below the basket because the concession stand's 2 feet away.
Pieces of popcorn.
Just little ass pieces of popcorn, you know, not a full thing, but just like,
sure.
Seriously, dude, got a couple kernels right there.
Yeah, so cold. Everything's so cold. What was the question that he was saying?
Just how insane it would be if you could substitute football like you did in hockey.
For a minute, I was like, what if football adopted the arena football rules where the receivers like had a bunch of momentum when they went in motion? I thought that was so cool. I guess they kind of do that a little bit.
Yeah, the NFL is trying to outlaw that. I would like for each team to be able to have one opportunity a game where if somebody's breaking free, you can send anybody from the bench. Like, you have a designated bench guy who's just like, he can come from the sidelines and be the last line of defense.
Such a Mac Hollins job. That'd be like his role, you know? Somebody's breaking loose, punt return, Mac Hollins out of nowhere, jumps on his back barefoot. Like, hell yeah, that's our chase down guy. Dude, how sick of a position would that be? You don't touch the field, you're just chase down.
What if it was, okay, now the chase down guy or the last line of defense for every team is just your mascot. So the mascot comes out and like has a chance to get in the way, like throw himself in the way and fuck it up. So all of a sudden you just got a mascot on the field. You just have Steely McBeam just throw at his helmet.
To the 20, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and there's a big-ass Pop-Tart on the fan. Oh, he gets him down at the 1. That one Pop-Tart with the silver plastic. The Syracuse orange is like... The Michigan State Spartan just fucking coming after you. I'm like, oh, shit!
Elbow right to the fucking head. Now we're talking, bro.
That Atlanta Braves, like, what's his name? Speed or whatever? Is that him? That like the Bro, imagine if you had him, bro. Just in like a sprinter stance at the 1 during every kick return, just ready for your ass. Can you outrun I forget his name.
I don't remember either.
God, that's the
Mr.
coolest. It's something like that, dude. Just him gunning you down. You're all tired.
It'd be like, and then even, you have Derrick Henry just absolutely blast the Atlanta Falcon.
Dude, imagine being in the crowd, dude. Derrick Henry just pushing a Falcon into the 5th row of the stands. Dude, you'd be so... And then he does the dirty bird.
This is the shit that they should do on week 18. When you've been eliminated from the playoffs, if it's both teams and you've both been eliminated, shit like that. Bring out the last line of defense. Bring out the fan can call the first series of plays. All of this shit. Who gives a fuck if the Jags and the Titans are playing in week 18? Draft position, I know. I know. Just give me the last line defense when the fucking Jack DeVille is out there trying to take down Will Levis.
Bro, you know how many football players would just want to swing on the Colts mascot too, dude? Colts mascot chasing you down, a player literally turns around, kicks him in the stomach, and then scores. Dude, I would go crazy for that.
But then imagine how crazy the Colts mascot would go if he somehow tackled.
Oh my
Derrick
God!
Henry at the 3-yard line.
Tripped him up.
Just gets up.
The things coming out of his nose,
pumping his hips. Yes, dude.
Oh my God! The mascot makes more money than the mascot makes more money than the special teams guy on the team. Because he won a game.
Imagine those radio calls, Kevin Harlan calling that action, right?
Bring it to the NBA. Suns gorilla chase down block.
Too. Oh, and there goes Cordell Patterson. Patterson breaking away, but wait, it's the Atlanta Hawk at the 5. The last line of defense. That would be so sick, bro. Oh my God.
How hype would the crowd be? Just because it's a bird. A regular guy, you're like, hell yeah, that's tight. A bird, getting hype on the field. Oh my God, that's my dude. Hugging your girlfriend.
The Dolphins with the fucking hey, make it if it's on Fox. Cletus is out there. The Cletus last line of defense.
Oh,
just pasting back and forth at the goal line.
That'd be scary.
And there's Cletus. Oh, dude.
Cletus knocks him out. That's just NFL blitz.
Pretty much. All right. Good shit. Let's wrap it up. Got to go ahead and goal. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope your New Year's is spent listening to these guys to and fro, watching these guys, hanging out with people who are in the clubhouse. And hopefully you're safe and ring in the new year all good and dandy. Subscribe, follow the show, leave a rate, leave a review, comment on the YouTube channel, do all that shit. Send us an email, teamtheseguys@gmail.com. All of that helps us engage with all of you, talk to all of you, helps the internet be like, wait a second, these people are really pumping up these guys. Let's give it to more people. You know how it goes. Go ahead and go leave a rating and review. Go ahead and go leave a comment. Go ahead and go tell a friend. Because we got to grow the clubhouse. We want to have live shows everywhere and really take this thing on tour. So we'll do our part and help us out a little bit so we can come see you live. Do we have a comment that people can put under YouTube? Something that we talked about this week? Did you get anything good for Christmas? Did you get anything clubhousey for Christmas? And by the way, we do have new clubhouse merch, benedictmerch.com. I'll put the link in there, but it's actually really sick and I'm really proud of it. A couple people got some free merch at the live show, but hoodies, hats, not bad for a fat guy hat. And there's more stuff coming. So grab it, benedictmerch.com. All right, yo. Cool. All right. Well, we'll talk to you. We'll talk to you next year.
Oh, yo, it's the first one I've heard. Oh, shit, that hits so hard, bro. I'm about to cry. That shit. I love that. I love, like, it's better now that, like, it's so annoying. Like, dude, it used to get me every time, too. Leaving for Christmas break. We're not going to see you until next year. Everybody's so happy. All right, yeah. See you next time.
Sean Green.
Chad Kelly.
Station know about this?